Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Magic in this one. This homestand ends here for the Clippers as they get ready to hit the road. And, of course, Jordan Hill. Not here, but we've seen the team playing well regardless of that fact.
Kevin, I've got to admit,
this is when you want to do it, when a guy has basically lifted his ceiling. And so now it creates some other opportunities for some of your younger players. We'll just have to see how that transition plays out and how those new pieces fit.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Orlando, Mirza Teletovic out there with Okafor. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Conley, and it's Gordon in at the 2. One problem the Magic faced last season was depth. They really weren't a deep team, and it hurt them along the way.
yeah, it sure did. I mean, they had the second fewest bench points in the league, and that number was really low because they didn't use the bench that often. Starters did a lot of the heavy lifting.
And Bradley gets it to go.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
James outside for the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And after that game, it was impressive to look at the box score and see the work they did at the free throw line.
And not only what they did in making them, but what they did to get to the line. I mean, they were constantly in attack mode, driving the lane and drawing fouls.
And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 3-point game. Second shot opportunity. No good. So Orlando will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
The feed now to Millsap. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Millsap's got his second basket of the night.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Gordon the pass to Okafor. There's a screen. He dishes it to James. Picked by Okafor. Pass to Gordon. Can they get it? Paul Millsap with the rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
The Magic trail by 5. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Clippers with the ball. Following the basket by LeBron James. Outside Bradley. Misses off the right iron.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And a wide open look for James. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Kicks it to Vucevic, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger. And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim.
Now here's Vucevic. The Magic trail by 5. And to Vucevic's point, big problem throughout his career, Clark, has been getting into foul trouble.
Yeah, it's tough. He's aggressive and sometimes out of position. Coaches are asking him to be aggressive, but he has to learn how to do that without fouling. That's the next step in his progression. And some of it is anticipation, so you're not in position to foul.
And that one's good. Millsap.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
That's a 2 from Gordon. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
LeBron James.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to Millsap. Here's Vucevic. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Vucevic has got his second basket of the game.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Utah Jazz.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Now here's Bradley. After LeBron James's miss, Millsap with it. He's picked up by James. Millsap attacking. Tries to keep it alive. And it's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Los Angeles ball.
From the inbound, the shot is off. The Magic go the other way with it. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And this is the first of 2 games between the two, East versus West, so they don't see a whole lot of one another.
Yeah, and Greg, for me, that just raises the intrigue level. Some matchups we don't get to see that often, so I'll be watching this one closely.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And he sinks the second. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Here's Okafor after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Right side, Conley. There's the triple. The Magic again can't hit.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
Bradley kicks to Millsap. There's the dish to Porter. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Orlando shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And the free throw, no good. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for the Clippers. Al Horford's checked in for the Magic. Fry comes in for Mirza Teletovic.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
There before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. The Magic in second.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end And the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Here's LeBron. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. James has got 6 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Millsap. 23 points for him the last game against Indiana. Gordon against the Flalo. Left side, Gordon. Here's the three. And James with the basket on the assist by Eric Gordon. Gordon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Covered by Conley. Millsap a screen. To the inside. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Horford. The Magic trail by 3. Conley kicks to Horford. The drive by Gordon. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
Now here's Vucevic. 17 points in his last outing. Porter. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Conley into the lane. Dishes it to Horford. The Clippers grab the miss. Millsap's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
Now Porter after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And Fry kicks to Gordon. They get it again. Vucevic with the block. Pass to Aflalo. Baseline J on the way. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Here's Fry, and the layup falls.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. A chance here to see where the Clippers sit in the NBA statistically right now. 5th in blocks, 11th in points off turnovers. And they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting as well. Pretty good, but they could certainly stand some improvement there.
You know, you talked about their spot in the shot blocking rankings. Their length and presence inside is not to be taken lightly. And trust me, their opponents are very conscious of it every time they drop the ball.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Reggie Bullock comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Norris Cole in for Mike Conley. Now here's Ross. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And Paul Millsap, guys, the only player to lead the NCAA in rebounding 3 straight seasons back in college. A former second-round pick, was kind of slept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA.
Greg, you were talking about Millsap's ferocious rebounding. He battles inside, but Clark, he is so skilled.
Yeah, he's just really a good all-around basketball player. He can pass, handle, step out, and hit the three. Very, very versatile. He makes an impact on the game a lot of ways.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
The Clippers in the lead. Aflalo goes in. Leonard dishes to Millsap. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And that's now 11 points for Paul Millsap.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Here's Bullock. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. From deep, James, and the shot is good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Calderon. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Millsap misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
LeBron passes to Horford. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. And that one's good by LeBron.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
There's the pass to Ross. Shot off the screen. No good. In and out off the rim.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
He kicks it to Calderon. Millsap a screen. Calderon, that's good. And the Clippers lead by 1. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
To the left wing, shot clock at 6. And here's Fry for 3. Shot is off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. The Clippers shooting not great, 40% for the game. Terrence Ross is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Bradley, and it's Vucevic, and it's Calderon in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Bradley can't get it to go. Orlando trailing here.
And guys, the Clippers last year, they were okay against the Eastern Conference, but not spectacular. You would have thought that with how well they were overall, they would have just really feasted on the East.
And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Bradley's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Clippers. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Calderon. Here's Okafor. And he banks in the layup. As you said with the Clippers, Greg, they did decently against the Eastern Conference. But of the Western playoff teams, Clark, they had the second worst record against the Eastern Conference.
And, you know, things like that matter, Kevin. I mean, they struggled against Eastern Conference playoff teams, went only 6-10 against those teams last year. Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Here's Bullock. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. There's the pick. And Cole kicks to Bullock. Shot clock at 5. Here's Horford. Sinks the three-pointer. Horford's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now here's Calderon. Ross with a wide open look, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Cole, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just one on the basket from Okafor.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
That is good. Leonard's got his first bucket in this one. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Okafor. Can't get it to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Let's take a look now at the numbers for Bradley. He's averaging 14 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Horford. B-Train comes in for Reggie Bullock, and Mike Conley is subbed in for Cole.
You know, I think Myers Leonard really finding his niche as a stretch big man. And I think with his size and athleticism, the Blazers had envisioned him making his mark in the paint. But the way he's shooting, though, that they're not going to complain nor try to limit his impact on the game. And, you know, his teammates, Leonard's teammates, encouraged him to just let it fly. So much of the NBA game is confidence, and he's having success putting the ball in the basket, and I think he has a chance to be a very good player.
The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw.
And Myers Leonard at 7'1", an interesting combination of size, athleticism, and shooting touch. Really likes to play on the perimeter.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Leonard likes to run, jump, and shoot more than bang inside, I think, Clark.
Well, you know, Kevin, you like that he has that ability to go outside, but with his size, he'll be most valuable, I think, if he also embraces throwing his weight around in the paint area.
Agree. The Clippers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today, and the first one drops.
Thing about Nikola Vucevic, he owns the boards. Posted a top 10 double-digit average in each of the past 3 seasons. Plus, he's equally adept on both the offensive and defensive glass.
Good on both. Well, Greg, you were talking about watching Vucevic. He doesn't have the athleticism to beat people to the ball on rebounds, but Clark, he does have an exceptional, ability to box out well. He's got that long reach. He can make steals.
Good technique, really great size, and a hunger to chase down the rebound, so you don't have to jump high to rebound effectively. As a matter of fact, Kevin, most outstanding rebounders are not high risers. They're quick jumpers, they're strong, and they pursue the pump.
That's a good point. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Magic in second.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
And here's Leonard from three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Okafor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Conley. Passes it to Bessey. From the arc. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And it's now only a 1-point Los Angeles lead. The Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Outside Leonard. He feeds it to Bradley. Here's the teardrop. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Well, taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
And that one's good.
Assist goes to Michael Conley.
And here is Los Angeles now. Outside Leonard. Feeds it to Bradley. Over to the left wing. They set the pick. Clock at 6.
And checking out some stats for B-Train. How his last 10 games have gone. First in free throw percentage, 13th in steals. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And it's nice when you've got a guy who doesn't miss much from the line. You just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been automatic this season.
Now here's Okafor. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Now Porter. The feed now to Leonard. There's a screen to end the drought. Good. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow. Off the screen. That one wide left for Los Angeles. They've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Over by Conley. It's Vucevic, top of the key. Here's Porter. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Picked by Okafor. Okafor with the screen on Porter. B-Train passes to Teletovic. Okafor dishes to Gordon. Conley kicks to Okafor. Here's B-Train. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Los Angeles leading by 4. There's a good screen. Kicks to Leonard. It's hauled in by the Magic. Here's the break. Okafor, the pass to Gordon. No one near him. The second chance effort. The shot no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Kick by Vucevic. To the paint. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he has 8 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
The Clippers have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Millsap comes in for Myers Leonard. And it's a Flalo in for Avery Bradley. He's off on the second. The Magic trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
LeBron James on the way. Vucevic defending, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. For Orlando, they have hit just 2 free throws in 5 attempts today.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
So we can't get either to fall.
And Scott Skiles has been around the league as a coach for a while now, coming home to where he played most of his career here in Orlando. And at times, he can be a demanding coach.
Millsap. And the rejection by James. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 10 points in the game.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
The drive by James. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And Greg, you're right. Skiles is what, we'd call a no-nonsense coach. Makes perfect sense when you think about the team that now Clarkie's going to go coach in Orlando.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was great at developing players, and that's exactly why the Orlando Magic hired him. Plays with an edge, but he develops players quite nicely, too.
Holds him accountable, doesn't he?
Yep, well said.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, LeBron. And how much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
The Magic trail by 4. Here's Houdini. It's tipped. Millsap with the steal. Millsap a screen. Porter in the corner. All sorts of time. Here's Vucevic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Vucevic has got 12 in the game.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
LeBron kicks to Okafor. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. Then last year, down to 35.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Okafor.
Check out the game for Okafor. 8 rebounds and 8 points.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Clippers leading by 5. Picked by Vucevic. Calderon dishes to Vucevic. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got his 4th assist in this one.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. LA's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Picked by Vucevic. A floater. Here's Millsap, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
The Magic trail by 7. Pass to Houdini. Here's the machine. He's guarded by a Afflalo. To the middle, Houdini, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Jose Calderon.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Orlando, they have really been struggling with their free throws, only made 5. More misses than makes so far. That free throw, no good. Al Horford's checked in for Orlando. Norris Cole comes in for the machine. And he's good on the second. Los Angeles leading by 6. Millsap a screen. Again, the Clippers.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Well, it was a defensive issue for the Magic. They had trouble stopping opponents last season, guys. I mean, didn't really challenge anything at their own rim, and that's really what made it tough for them.
The Magic trail by 8. Cole the pass to Fry. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. Puts it up from 12. That's good. Horford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Now here's Afflalo. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Fry passes to Houdini. Vucevic with the block. Shot and game clock separated by 5. James against the Afflalo. Millsap down low. Picked by Vucevic. Over Horford. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Vucevic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. The drive by LeBron. Good work defensively by Millsap. And so we wrap up the first half. Clippers lead by 8. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, guys, with Nick here, what was the difference in how this team played as the first half progressed?
We toughened up a little bit. You know, they were getting a lot of easy points, a lot of points around the paint, around the basket. And we just started playing more aggressive, playing hard on the defensive end, and that got us going offensively, too. So we just got to keep doing that, play hard, and should be fine.
Well done, Nick. We appreciate it. Guys, over to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Nikola Vucevic on fire in the first half. He had 16 points, 3 block shots, and 8 rebounds. He put last game's performance behind him, doing some nice work in the opening period tonight. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Orlando?
They ran into a buzzsaw, and it was on full blast. And once they fell behind, the crowd got into it, and it seemed that they lost a lot of confidence. They started pressing, forcing things, and it made it worse. So in the second half, relax, man. Just remember, there's 2 more quarters. It's a fresh start.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Clippers leading by 8. Here's who Scott Skiles is starting the second half with. They've got LeBron James, Okafor out there with Mirza Teletovic. And there's Gordon, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. Now here's Vucevic, and now it's a double-digit lead. Vucevic has got the first field goal of the second half for the Clippers. LeBron against Porter. Okafor with the screen on Porter. Kicks it out to Gordon. He dishes it to LeBron. Picked by Okafor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And that's 18 points for LeBron. Step. Greg, he had increased his field goal percentage for 7 consecutive seasons going into 2014.
Yeah, a steep decline last season, though, back below 50%. Was it just the challenge of new teammates and a new system, or the mileage he's accumulated? This season may start to answer that question.
Now here's Conley after the miss from Vucevic. From about 16, LeBron, no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead. And you know, with LeBron, he's played over 40,000 career minutes. He's played more than Larry Bird did his entire career, more than NBA Iron Man Andre Miller as well. And those miles take their toll.
And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. Clippers leading by 10.
And for LeBron, last season, the longest injury absence of his career. I think he's smart to protect his body, though. If he can keep healthy, he can play for a long time at a very high level.
Gordon with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Okafor sets the pick for Conley. The dish now to Teletovic. Here's Okafor, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Vucevic is screen on Conley. Dishes to Vucevic. Bradley, no one around him. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Kevin, let's see how the Clippers have performed over the last few weeks. 6th in blocks, 8th in lowest turnovers per game. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And going back to their block shots, they're fearless challenging shooters and contesting everything. You end up on a few posters, but I love that willingness to take a stand defensively.
Now here's James. 18 points for him. Picked by Okafor. Pass to Gordon. Okafor inside. Vucevic defending. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
That's his third personal foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Outside Conley. And Zaletovic kicks to Okafor. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page. You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you
here to look at the numbers for Millsap. He's right around 17 points tonight, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, you know, we've seen drivers think they see a crease in the defense and then go for it, and then he shuts the door on them right away.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Outside Bradley. Lots of room. Porter, no luck.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Now here's James. 18 points for him.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Gordon.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took him as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
Here's Orlando now. They've got an 8-0 run. Berliner inside, and it's good off the glass. And now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Outside Millsap. Millsap a screen. Bradley drives in. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Drains the three-pointer. Bradley's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Clippers. The Magic trail by 4. Conley kicks to LeBron. Back to Conley. They set the pick. Now the pass to Okafor. Can't get it to go.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
LeBron against Bradley. This one for 3. No good. James with some nice D. Magic have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the 3rd. Zaletovic in the post, guarded by Porter. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Zaletovic. Outside Millsap. In the corner, Bradley with it. Down low, Leonard, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Leonard's got his 2nd bucket.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 20. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
A free throw good from Eric Gordon.
And you know, guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable three-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Porter. Orlando also making some changes. Al Horford, he's checked in for Okafor. Fry comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And it's Reggie Bullock in for James. Now here's Gordon. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks it to Horford. The 11-footer. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. You know, we were talking about Eric Gordon. He's always had great range, but not always the great shot selection.
You know, and that's a great point because, you know, we see now that he's starting to mature. He's starting to value every possession. And that's good news for the rest of that team.
And Orlando has possession. Clippers able to drain the three. Picked by Horford. Conley dishes to Horford. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 7th assist here tonight.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Here is Conley, following the basket by Paul Millsap. Passes it to Gordon. Goes up from the top of the key. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now here's Bradley. 13 points in the game. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
For Los Angeles, they have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made.
At the line for 2.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good for the Clippers. Terrence Ross comes in for Leonard. And it's Calderon in for Avery Bradley. The Magic also changing it up. The Machines checked in for Gordon. And it's Norris Cole in for Mike Conley. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Orlando Magic didn't make the playoffs last year for the 3rd consecutive season, Greg. They knew it wasn't a realistic goal for them.
Yeah, and last season wasn't really about making the postseason, Kevin, for this group. It's soon that will have to be the goal as patience will wear thin within that fan base.
Now, here's Fry. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Cole, the pass to Fry. And the 3 off target.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And the Clippers making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. On defense, Orlando. Trailing here by 8. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 6 to shoot. Here's Ross. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Horford's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, it's been a while for the Magic in regards to the postseason. Another year of missing postseason play. This latest playoff drought comes after they made 6 straight trips to the playoffs from 2007 to 2012.
Horford with the screen on a follow. Off the pick. Gets the front of the rim and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Millsap a screen. And here's Calderon. Outside Millsap. That falls. Nice speed this time from Jose Calderon. 19 points for Millsap.
And overall, this Orlando franchise has been pretty consistent in making the playoffs. They've had 14 playoff trips since the inception of the franchise back in 1989. Given how hard it can be for expansion teams, you have to say that's a solid.
This is how they stack up right here. First in fewest turnovers a game. First in points off fast breaks. And they're the #2 field goal percentage team in the league. This is a team that has really grown in that area, taking good shots and knocking them down.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
Here's Cole. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Horford kicks to Cole. Horford with the screen on Calderon. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Calderon. 5 to shoot. Fry, that's for 2. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Los Angeles leading by 8. It's deflected. Millsap. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got 6 rebounds in the game. Cole dishes to Fry. He feeds it to Cole. Kicks it to Fry. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Ross, that's good. Ross has got 7 points.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Here's Cole. Pass to the machine. Fires the 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Afflalo. Another shot. And it's good on the way in. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Here's Cole. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. Number 1, the Magic.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
Now here's Afflalo. Feeds it to Calderon. For 3, Ross. It's hauled in by Fry. The Magic trail by 10. Orlando moving the ball around. The feed to Cole. He dishes it to Fry. Out left to the wing. Pass to Cole. Here's B-Train. Another miss by Orlando.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game call. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's B-Train. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Los Angeles on top, up 10. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. The Magic trail by 10. They've got Vucevic, Otto Porter Jr. out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Bradley. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Teletovic. Good, and the assist goes to James. Teletovic has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Magic. LA's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And there's the 3-second violation. Well, Orlando shooting about 42% so far. On the wing, James. To the paint. And Okafor with the basket on the assist by LeBron. 16 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Yeah, one of the spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in it.
Outside Gordon. There's the dish to Okafor. Over to the wing. Pick by Okafor. In the corner, it's Gordon. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Was on the wing. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Conley. LeBron against Bradley. Outside Gordon. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Clippers ball.
And so here are the Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. That's tipped. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Bradley against Conley. Puts up the baby hook. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's now 22 points for LeBron. Los Angeles leading by 6. Dishes it to Ross. Porter against LeBron. Porter with it. 6 on the shot clock. Misses the 3. The Magic trail by 6. James right side. Porter with the steal. And there's the pass to Ross. Vucevic setting the pick for Ross. Off the pick. That's tipped. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game scored, was down to 13 a game last season.
A free throw good from Eric Gordon. Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing. So with a little good luck, we could see him shine once more.
He's off on the second.
Take a look at what Eric Gordon's been doing. 10 points and 4 assists as well. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
In part, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
And he gets it to go. 22 points for Vucevic.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Pass to Porter. There's a good screen. Over by Conley. Now here's Ross. He's tightly guarded. Left side, Bradley. Rebound by the Magic.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. The offensive rebound. And it's Okafor missing. Clippers leading by 5. Puts it up from 12. And the rejection by James. And Vucevic kicks to Porter. He feeds it to Bradley. Vucevic a screen on Gordon. Bradley against LeBron. Here's Vucevic. And a miss there on the triple. The Magic trail by 5. At the elbow, it's James. Vucevic with the block. Ross with a screen on Gordon. Porter in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Conley, the pass to Teletovic. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 9 assists now tonight.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Bradley. He's looking for Porter and finds him. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal.
Otto Porter, hailing from a family of basketball players. His mom, All-State in '85. His 3 uncles won state titles. Deep basketball roots.
And how about the fact several of his cousins also won state championships, although Otto is the only one in the family to reach the NBA.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, getting back to Otto Porter's basketball family, it really prepped him to compete. Your family is the first place you learn to navigate and win battles in competition. That goes for sports and life.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And talking about Porter, he certainly has worked hard to improve upon his weaknesses. That's a trait that's often instilled in a man at a young age. And he's not an explosive athlete, but his motor and want to compensate for that.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Clippers lead by 8.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
LeBron kicks to Gordon. Gordon with a screen on Porter. Pick by Okafor. Back to Gordon. Three-pointer. The shot will not go. The Clippers go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Now here's Bradley. And Vucevic kicks to Bradley. And the shot is good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The Magic trail by 10. Now here's Conley. Picked by Okafor. Takes the three. And it's Michael Conley with the three.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And here are the Clippers now. 9 feet out. Orlando grabs the miss. Okafor's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Outside Gordon. Out to the wing. Baseline jumper. It's good, and the Clippers for it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. Aaron Aflalo. He's checked in for Avery Bradley. And the Magic making a change here as well. Al Horford's checked in for Okafor. Here's Aflalo, and right on target. Good. And the Clippers lead by 7.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Millsap, and it's Orlando with the rebound. One-on-one here. The basket counts, and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
They're trying to work it inside here, and they've had a little bit of success as they try to cut into that deficit. And getting it inside is one way to try to chip away at it.
Yeah, and Al Horford really has become one of those elite two-way big men. And that's very rare. You look at most bigs in the NBA, they excel at either one end or the other, but this is one of those guys that does it all.
And Horford at 6'10", a natural power forward who's been pressed into duty at the center spot, but he holds his own on the low block.
He also does a really good job, Kevin, moving his feet and covering in space, covering the pick and roll. He's outstanding in that regard, which is important in today's game. He's got mobility and a high IQ.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Picked by Vucevic. Kicks it to Millsap. Down low. 5 to shoot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Nikola Vucevic taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
In the big picture, Kevin, he's getting to the line consistently, and that's giving them a boost, even though he hasn't made all of his foul shots.
No luck that time either.
Boy, his free throw shooting, Kevin, has been ugly.
What a season for Al Horford last year. Such a great display from him and his team as he led the Hawks to the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
And for all the team accomplishments the Hawks had, Horford was able to hit some of his own milestones as well. Had his first career triple-double last season.
There's Gordon. Another miss by Orlando.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Pass to Vucevic. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 11 rebounds in the game. Horford sets a screen for James. He kicks it to Teletovic. Offensive rebound. Vucevic against Conley. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. To the left wing. Defended by Gordon. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th personal foul.
Here are the Magic now. 4-point game. Good. Teletovic just got 9 points now in just the second half.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Millsap a screen. Here's Porter. Tries again. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
And one puts them in a very nice spot as they stretch that lead out a little bit.
There's 1:54 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's James. That's good. LeBron's got 7 now in this quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter. You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Vucevic. Teletovic grabs the board. Teletovic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Clippers leading by 3. Millsap, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Millsap playing well. He's got 12 rebounds and a steal.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
He gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Nice game. Great performance by Nikola Vucevic.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Attention, Staples Center, please. A big round of applause for your Spirit Dance team.
.139 left to play here in the fourth. Horford no luck.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Fires for 3. There's the bucket. Good. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Here's James. Got it from 16 feet. James has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
1:07 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Vucevic, and that one goes long. The Magic trail by 6. Here's Conley. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
LA's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Vucevic gets double-teamed. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. It's Millsap with the drive. From 8 feet away, he drops it in.
Really nice work inside there. We'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
And the Magic with possession. Conley dishes to LeBron. The fadeaway. Money! 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Otto Porter. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
Yeah, I'd echo that. I mean, we're witnessing something special here today, Greg.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of two is good. That makes it a 7-point lead.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
And it's Gordon missing. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark, in the end, everyone satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, I'm here with Paul Millsap, and Paul, you really delivered tonight to help the team. What goes into a game like tonight where you put up such a tremendous stat line?
Man, forget the line, man. I'm just glad we came out here. We played our hearts out. It's a good team we played tonight, but we stuck with it. We fought it out and won the game.
Great job by you, Paul. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Vucevic.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
Let me tell you guys, Vucevic has a lot going for him, and I'm not talking about the cool name. His basketball IQ is crazy high. He makes great decisions and rarely turns it over.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.